What's good with y'all boys, man? KJ and this bitch going up all 2026. Ain't chasing no females. Focused on getting rich. Y'all boys see the title? Let's go ahead and get into this video. Let's get right.
Lil Zay Osoma is the stupidest criminal to ever live. He's gonna spend the rest of his life in prison, or a good portion of the rest of his life, and there's nothing he can do about it. The feds got him checkmated. He's currently facing a maximum of life in prison right now because he has a proclivity for other people things that he didn't work for.
Their story developing now. A seventh person is arrested in a violent home invasion in Winnetka.
And one of them turned out to be a Chicago rapper. We're checking back in with Say.
That shit crazy, bro. You got millions of dollars. And you breaking in houses. That nigga just doing that shit for the love of the game. That shit's slow to me.
Juan, who is live at the Dirksen Federal Courthouse with more on this. Say.
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, those 6 men, all between the ages of 22 and 30, have now been indicted on charges of conspiracy to commit robbery and kidnapping. A 7th man, as you mentioned, was also just arrested yesterday, and prosecutors are saying a criminal complaint is expected to be filed for his alleged role in that home invasion as well. According to this indictment, guys, one of the suspects posed as a food delivery driver to get someone who was inside their home to open up the front door. That is when investigators.
If he don't do life, his ass most definitely getting some time. Cause like that shit playing. You feel me? Nigga acting like he a food delivery guy or some shit. They don't fuck with that type of shit.
Investigators say the other men, who were armed with loaded guns, forced their way in. The victim was held at gunpoint for about an hour, physically restrained, while the suspects demanded access to a safe, a computer, and even cryptocurrency accounts. Shortly after, authorities say the group took off, then met up with other alleged co-conspirators to split up their shares. Now, as you mentioned, we have learned one of the people charged is Isaiah Dukes, who some people may know as Chicago rapper Lil Zay Osoma, who now lives in Los Angeles. Fox Chicago has actually interviewed him, and this was last November, after offering to help out a local mom and her young son after they were brutally attacked by a group of kids in Chicago. So far, all 6 men have pleaded not guilty. They will remain in custody pending trial. The 7th person arrested is also expected to face federal charges pretty soon here. Now, if convicted, the alleged suspects could face decades in prison, including possible life sentences for kidnapping charges. Guys?
Say, I know this is a lot of information, but do we know how police found these suspects?
Well, the interesting thing is, we heard from the U.S. Attorney's Office, and they say that this very much moved pretty quickly here. They were actually able to secure arrest warrants within 12 days of that home invasion.
These nincompoops went to a multi-million-dollar neighborhood to rob a man worth $100 million plus in a job so sloppy that the police was able to solve it within 12 days and had every name pop.
10 out of 10 friends say you have to go to that wing place. And that.
Let's walk through this crime so you guys can fully understand why.
Like, gang, why are you doing this as a rapper, gang? That shit don't make no sense to me, bro. Like, you that down bad, like, you can't just hop on a little song, make you a couple $1 million, gang.
These idiots walked away with almost virtually nothing at all. How they got caught within 12 days and why Lil Zay Osoma is about to do life in prison. So when they walked into the residence, victim B was who met them at the door because they presented themselves as delivery. They forced their way in. So they was holding victim B at gunpoint. Now they began to ask victim B, show us the cryptocurrency. It's a how? What are you talking about? Right? So they then called somebody from within the house because the idiots who came in, they understood nothing about what they were doing. So they called somebody. Now, the people they called was actually in the car that was parked like outside, right?
These niggas went and robbed some niggas. And then they called the other niggas to carry out the plan. That's why them niggas got caught in fucking 12 days, gang. I don't know what to say to that, gang.
A little down the block. And those people were Lil Zay Osoma, his brother, and a few others. So they called them and they began to give them direction. Bro, cryptocurrency isn't something physical, bro. Get a laptop, try to find a safe. That's when they began to tell victim B, show us the laptop, show us the safe. When they walked into the house, they seen a laptop on the kitchen counter. They told her, hey, bro, open up that laptop on the kitchen counter. She said, I don't know the password for that. They just took their word for it so easily. Well, okay, cool. Well, is there a safe? Show us the safe. That's when victim B kind of felt like they was inexperienced and started, trying to push the lines a little too much. That's when they did a move they seen in the movie. They did the like they cocked the gun back move. And then once victim B heard that, she began to play ball, right? So then they said, okay, show us the safe. They go to the safe, they enter in the password, and they get a laptop from the safe, and they get a couple of other things from the safe. But for the laptop, victim B still don't know the password for the laptop. I don't know what type of inexperienced stooges Lil Zay Osoma had robbing on his behalf, but
so they basically finna do life in jail for no fucking reason. So far, they ain't get shit.
He's outside, these stooges are in the house. So they grabbed the laptop and they grabbed the other things from the safe, and then they walked victim B down to the first floor of the residence. Now, once victim B is in a living room, one of the subjects pushed victim B to the ground and held her face or his face down. Now, I think is a woman, so I'm gonna say her, held her face down. Now, while victim B was being held by one of the subjects, a child, which is victim B's kid, I would imagine, so victim C entered the home. This is no better example of how Lil Zay Osoma and his group of stooges are absolute idiots and morons. So they are supposed to be watching. Lil Zay Osoma, his brother, and others are supposed to be in the other vehicle keeping watch. While they are keeping watch of the home, a child, I'm assuming probably came home from school, probably came home from a neighbor's house somewhere, a child was able to walk straight into the home and see his mom being kneeled on by one subject on the first floor while the other subjects are in the house trying to find more things.
Imagine coming home from school or some shit. Like you a little kid, we all went to school and shit. You coming home, you see your mama on the ground. That shit gonna traumatize the nigga. Shit, let it been me. And I'm a little kid. Shit, back then when I was a kid, that's when niggas started getting into guns and shit. Oh man, it was gonna be me or them.
Nobody's keeping watch of the door. Nobody keeping watch of people coming in and out. So when the child walks in, the mom begins to scream at the kid to run. The kid gets told by the mom to run out the house and call the police. Now, as the kid is running out the house to call the police, the mom bit the finger of the Lil Zay Osoma stooge that's holding her down. Now, when she bit the finger, she was able to escape from the subject's control and fled from the home as well. Now, again, mind you, bro, these people allowed not only a child to walk in and see the mama being held at gunpoint and allow the child to run off and call the police, they also allowed a woman to bite their hand and escape while supposedly supposed to be pinned down at gunpoint. These ain't robbers, man. These are stooges, bruh. They were looking for victim A, who's actually an owner of a very successful crypto business. So when all the victims left, they got the message and they ran out the house too, and they hopped in their car and they walked away and they ran away. But so when I heard they was looking for victim A, who owns a very successful crypto business, and that was his home, I'm thinking they weren't put up to this by themselves, man. I don't feel like a bunch of broke down, disgusting, dusty street dudes thought of, let me go rob a crypto dude, right? Let me go rob like the crypto ledger devices and the laptops. Let me like find a way to hack into this, get the password, and I'm still able to transfer over these crypto. Man, stop it, bro. They don't know how to work a crypto ledger device. They don't know how to transfer over crypto without it being traced back to them. They ran a dummy mission for probably some call center in India somewhere, or some white collar crypto dude, bro, who got enemies or ops with this dude, and they sent the street dudes to go ahead and get it. Just stupid, just dumb. Now, we found out they were only able to get away with 3 Rolexes, the ledger devices, and a laptop. But they obviously didn't have the passwords for the laptop, so it was unclear how they would have gotten into it. Now, the police got their first breakthrough in this case because Lil Zay Osama and his homies are dirtbags. They are dirty, right? They're funky. Now, the police got their first hint because the surveillance footage from the residence showed that subject 3 was wearing distinctly patterned underwear, a red hoodie, jeans, and high-top sneakers, according to Chicago PD. Now, Chicago PD identified Brown and Franklin as involved in a traffic stop of a red Chevy Cruze by Chicago Police Department.
Let me guess, he's wearing that same shit, bro. I don't know. Let me hear what nigga finna say.
March 7th, 2026. Lil Zay Osama and his homies, including Brown and Franklin, they committed this crime March 8th of 2026. So the day before, the CPD, right, Chicago PD, stopped them. Now, when they stopped them, Chicago police had body-worn cameras of the stop, and they identified Brown and Franklin by comparison to their state identification photos. Now, the body-worn camera obtained by Chicago PD officers from the stop of Franklin on March 7, 2026 at approximately 7:05 p.m. shows that this dirtbag, this absolute stinky, funky fool, had on the same underwear he wore to the robbery. He had that same underwear on during the traffic stop. So on March 7, 2026, the day before.
Imagine going to jail because you had the same drawers on 2 days in a row. That shit wild.
He had on the same multicolored underwear, the same red hooded sweatshirt, the same ripped jeans, and white sneakers. The exact same. This clown ain't even have the decency to change his underwear. He had on the exact same outfit down.
Y'all heard this shit, bro. Like, I don't ain't got nothing to say, but like, bro, y'all heard it, bro. I don't even gotta say shit, bro. Y'all heard it, bro.
The underwear for multiple days.
Hi, would you like a free gift? We're the missionaries for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
And to think that you're about to do life in prison, you're facing decades in jail because you were dirty is crazy, man. To think you could have gotten away with it if you had the decency to change your drawers. Now, once they got an idea of the friend group involved, I'm assuming they just started to look at Instagrams. They looked at one of the other dude's Instagrams and they found that he was wearing the exact same sneakers he wore to the robbery on his Instagram page. Not only that, they look at his build and seen, okay, like that looks like a very similar build, right to the fat sloppy dude that we have on this camera footage. One of the subjects from the traffic stop, his phone was actually pinged near the residence of the robbery. So when they seen his phone,
all these niggas slow as a box of fucking rocks, gang. These niggas slow as a box of rocks.
Was pinged near the residence of the robbery, they got a warrant to obviously go through the phone. Now, when they went through the phone, you know what they found? They found these idiots being dumb enough to plan out an entire conspiracy over the phone. Now, remember, there's footage of the subjects going into the home, starting a robbery, and then calling somebody for instructions on what to do. Well, at 4:26 p.m., while the robbery is taking place, the subject from the traffic stop.
Hey, gang, these niggas going out sad as a bitch, bro. They going out sad as a bitch, bro. They about to do hella years because of this.
His
shit.
phone is.
Like, they did not, bro. Like, they think this shit. They think this shit GTA. Hell nah, buddy. This shit real life.
Pinged near the residence.
This shit
well,
GTA.
20 minutes later into the robbery, like
niggas think they on the goddamn PlayStation party, planning out a heist. Hell nah, nigga.
Again, they got a search warrant for it, like subject A phone. They see that subject A actually called somebody during the robbery at 4:47 p.m. And the person he called, is Lil Zay Osama's brother, Kill Dukes. So Kill Duke's phone got a call from the subjects while they were committing the robbery, And they have footage of them calling somebody while they're committing a robbery. And that's the only person they called during the robbery. So you know who phone got a search warrant next? You guessed it, Kill Dukes. And when they got a search warrant for his phone, forget about it, man. Forget about conspiracy.
Man, what happened, Flacco? Man, break this shit down, Flacco. Break this shit down.
Got proven when they got access to Lil Zay Osama's brother's phone. You know what they found? The day before the robbery, he's texting almost anybody he could text. Hey, bro, who got a hot car, bro? Who got a hot car, bro? Who got a hot car means a stolen car. March 7th, 2026, CS1, which is a confidential informant, and Kill Dukes communicated about obtaining stolen cars prior to the robbery. So the person who gave them the vehicle for them to use in the robbery is now cooperating against them. Y'all going to jail, and it's going to be for a very long time. Now, in the evening of March 7, 2026, Isaiah Dukes, which is Lil Zay Osama, Kill Dukes, and the subject vehicle, which is the stolen car, were in the area of the residence at approximately 10 p.m. They was able to track all their phones. Now, on the afternoon of March 8th, 2026, Lil Zay Osama, his brother, Chambers, Ramsey, they traveled together from a hotel in Elgin, Illinois to the area of the residence. And they know this because Ramsey texted the confidential informant what his location was. And the confidential informant drove.
Bro, as I'm watching this shit get worse and worse. How them niggas, it just make them niggas seem dumber and dumber, gang. Like, y'all niggas really finna do life because of this dumbass shit, bruh. Y'all niggas could have did anything else to make some money. Y'all want to go rob some crypto niggas with y'all phones and shit. And y'all planned the whole thing. Y'all on the phone. And y'all wear the same fit from yesterday when you know you just got caught by the police or some shit.
Lil Zay Osama, his brother, and everybody to go meet up at the hotel where Ramsey was. And when they checked the surveillance footage from the hotel, they found, well, everybody was present, including Lil Zay Osama. And they all met up at the hotel. They all hopped in the stolen cars, and the surveillance footage got them all driving up to the residence. A review of the surveillance footage from the hotel showed that Ramsey, identified by ATF based on a comparison with Ramsey's state ID photo, was present at the hotel at approximately 6:01 a.m. on March 8th, 2026. Based on the review of the hotel security footage, individual A can be seen at the front desk with Lil Zay Osama, his brother, at approximately 5:42 a.m. Video footage from the Elgin Hotel also showed a black man with an afro, wearing glasses, a black shirt, ripped jeans, and white shoes, the exact same thing the robber had on in the house, matching the appearance of Jalen Chambers, who was also present at the hotel at approximately 6:02 a.m. on March 8th of 2026. And then obviously the video footage showed them all hopping in the Cadillac Escalade ESV, which is subject vehicle 3, one of the stolen cars that were seen nearby the residence that was used by these people to rob them folks and get away.
Your word is cheap.
Your word is slow.
Man, these niggas slow as a bitch, gang. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I think these niggas could have did anything else, but they chose to go rob some shit, and now they finna go do life. And then the way they did the shit was slow as hell. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never robbed in no nigga crib, but like the way they just did it, I'm already knowing that's not how you supposed to do it, shit. But what I know, I'm just a YouTuber reacting to it. KJ out this bitch going up all 2026 and chasing up females focused on getting rich.